Anyway, super helpful. Really good guy. Greetings, fellow oculators. Dave Drawing here with another video for you. Today we're going to talk about what some may consider a controversial subject. It's all about Beat Saber controls. Now, a lot of people play Beat Saber and they take it very seriously. I don't. I don't take it seriously at all. I like the game. It's great fun. It's great exercise. And when I play a Beat Saber, I play like a crazy ninja. But I know the top players in the world play like this. But I don't. But I had a talk online recently, a little post that I put up. And I was talking about, I think it started with haptic vests, you know, the things that you wear it on different parts of your body and you can feel the sound, or if you're playing a shooter game, you can actually feel if you get hit or whatever. And I thought, wouldn't it be interesting? In Beat Saber, I watch people play all the time. And I've noticed that no one really thinks about when you swinging these imaginary sabers around, you know, you got this 3-foot lightsaber you're swinging. Now, of course, if that was a real lightsaber, you'd be chopping your own hands off and, you know, chopping your own head off and chopping through walls and chop, chop, chop. So I thought, wouldn't it be kind of cool if there was a way that the game could tell if you had accidentally, you know, hit yourself with the saber? You know, some kind of a feedback, you know, it would feel different in the controller or whatever. And I thought it would be fun. Because then it would take a little more practice, a little more skill. Some people think, well, that would be a pain. I wouldn't want that. But I see people, you know, they move their saber around and it goes through the floor or whatever. If you had to be aware of where your saber was, then you might be more likely to you know, swing it where it's not going to hit. I've even heard people complain about gun controllers. I did a video recently about gun controllers for shooter games. And I hear people all the time complaining, well, won't they run into each other when you're playing? Yeah, because if you had real guns, guess what? And you swung them into each other, they would run into each other. So if you had two big sabers in your hand, lightsabers or regular sabers, if you cross them, guess what? They're going to hit each other. So, since they haven't done the software side of sabers that know when they've touched each other, I have this other idea, which is in this box. Now, you can love them or hate them, and that's okay. But we're going to talk about these guys, which are actual plastic sabers that go on your controllers. And I know, I'm probably losing half my audience right now. That's okay. We're going to talk about them anyway. They're plastic. They're not super hard plastic, but you know, you definitely know when they run into each other. But they're not going to hurt anything. They got very blunt ends. There's nothing at all sharp about them. You could poke yourself all day with these things, and they're not going to actually hurt anything. Okay. And they also come with a very nice set of nice thick wrist straps, and these also very nice knuckle straps that will keep your controllers on your hands even if you let go, which I think is a very good thing. I've gotten used to wearing those kind of things on my controllers, so it's always good to have a nice set of them. So we're going to put this together and see how they look. So what we have is a top piece and a bottom piece and two twirly knobs, which is a technical term that I like to use, twirly knob. And we have red and blue, of course, and they are made for, you know, right and left side. They are marked in case you forget. They don't come in other colors that I'm aware of, but we'll see how these go together real quick. We'll get our left controller, and you'll see on this full circle piece there's a little L there. And That piece just goes on top. You're like, how do you line it up there, Brian? I don't know. Don't worry. You got this bottom piece, and it's red just like the top piece. So hey, it doesn't need to be marked. I don't think it is. Nope. Okay, bottom piece not marked, but I think you'll figure it out. All right. So this bottom piece, see, you put it under here like this. Oops. Put it with the these little bumps where the screws go in. That goes up. Yeah, I knew that. And it kind of clicks into place. See, just like that. Then you take the top piece, put it on there. And you take the little spinny knobby deals and you put it. Hey, spinny knobby deal is a technical term. You know, don't laugh. And you tighten the spinny knobby, and then you get the other spinny knobby, and you put it in the other hole, and you tighten it down. See, and then ta-da. See, not a problem. Now, before I put the actual saber into the saber orifice, set that aside for just a moment. Then get one of your wrist straps and one of your knuckle straps, and you'll see at the very top of the knuckle strap, you've got a knob there. That's what goes into your controller and holds it on. And then there's a little hole on the side right here, and that's where you attach the wrist strap. So it's just like every other strap you've ever used for phones and other devices. You thread it through that little hole, and then you put the whole strap. Sure, it's easy. Put the whole strap through the little loop, like that. Make sure all the pieces go through it, and then it's attached like that. Then, set that aside. You get your controller again, and you pop off that battery cover. Sure, simple. Sometimes they come off real easy, and sometimes. Anyway, you get that battery cover off, then you take your original strap out. It's got a little knob on the top that just pops out of that hole if you've never done it before. Comes out, but make sure you keep hold of that because you never know when you might need them again. Then you take your strap assembly, and you want to put the knob in so that when you wrap it around your hand, you hold the controller like this, and the strap is going to go around, from the base around and up through the controller. So you want the buckle to be facing away from your palm like this, and when you put it in the hole underneath. So put that in a little slot. Yeah. It's a lot easier if you're not trying to show it to the camera. And okay, once you get that in there, as you can see, the buckle will come around on the outside, and that's where you want it, like that. All right. Once you have it in there, get your battery cover, pop it back on, and that's ready to go. Now you can, if you want to, at this point, you can put it up through, and it goes, after you wrap it around, it goes through the bottom, and there's a slot right here on the top of the saber holder. Put it down through that, like this, and you put that through the buckle, and no matter what size your hands are, I would put it through, and as you pull it, it has these little bumps on it that will pop through the buckle. I would just put the first two through there until you know what size you need to be. Put it on, and then if that's tight enough, great, is for me. But if you have smaller hands, you just pull more through until it's nice and snug, and then that'll hold that on there for you. And of course, you always want to put your wrist strap on before you start playing, just as an extra little backup. So this one's ready to go, and we're going to take our saber part, and it just screws into the saber holding orifice on top. Like this. Sure it does. Yeah, we'll make it look easy. All right, screw that in, and bingo, you got one. All right, yeah, it's saber. Okay, now we're going to do the other one. Remember, hang on to your original wrist strap, just in case. All right, we're going to put the other one together real quick. And there you go. That was quick, wasn't it? Okay, now we have our two sabers. Yes, they look very dignified and very serious. And I feel like a real true samurai now. That's right. Oh, yes. So, now we're going to find out how it is to play with these. Oh, and they so inconveniently run into each other. Two actual physical objects that can, in fact, interact. How unrealistic, right? Okay. Now, if I accidentally hit myself in the face, I will feel it. If I accidentally cross the blades, I also will feel it. I think it's a good idea. Some people will agree. Some people won't agree. But let's see how it all works out. Off we go.
Okay. I'm done. I'm playing. Now I like the Sabers. They feel very comfortable. It's a very balanced. Be my imagination, but it's like my Saber inside seems to be a little longer, so it's a little easier to hit my blocks.
Does the extra weight of the saber make a difference?
No, the weight actually is not. That I would say that if I didn't know they were there, I wouldn't know they were there. Does that make sense?
Actually, it does. Yeah.
And I know I swing more than a lot of people do. You don't have to. But I do it for the exercise.
Right.
As to doing the extra bigger swings.
All right.
Yeah, I like just to. I will use the Sabers every time I play Beat Saber.
Awesome.
That it's too. As I said, they're nice and balanced. There's a little bit of a weight, but it's not a. There's no real issue or sense with the weight. You know, the arms aren't tireder because they're having a little extra weight on them or anything else. So.
And I guess if you had, if you're holding sabers, they would definitely have some weight.
Well, exactly. Exactly.
It's like with the gun controllers, you feel the extra weight, but it's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So.
But I know what I need. If you wanna escape
So we gave the VR Sabers a try, and they're actually kind of fun. Not everybody's going to want them, not everybody's going to use them, but we like them. They give a different feel to the game for sure. We're not out to set any world records. We're not out to beat anybody's scores. We just like to play Beat Saber. And I still hold that it's kind of fun to have to think about whether or not your sabers cross. Now, from a practical standpoint, playing the game, getting great scores, maybe that's not the way to go. But just playing fun, I think it's cool to know that you would have hit yourself with a saber or not, and whether or not your sabers would have hit each other. In fact, while I was playing, I was thinking I wouldn't mind if they were the same length as they appear in the game, because in the game sometimes I cross my sabers like this, and we do, you have to choke up on it a little bit to get them to actually cross. But I would have them like this long, and that'd be fine with me. But I think it lends a certain added realism to the game, just like with gun controllers. Some people like those, some people hate them with a passion. But I think the gun controllers make shooter games more fun. And if your guns would run into each other in real life, well, they could run into each other in VR. I don't see the problem. Anyway, these are VR Sabers. And I like them. Kathy likes them. And I think you should get some. The following are some examples of a poor lost soul who doesn't have VR Sabers. Maybe they could save her. Maybe.
¿Qué había ahí?